So it's a full game at this time. We've got to practice. We're in the good old Toyota GR86. Just for a bit of fun. And cold tyres, just trying to let this guy go by.
Right side.
He's been out.
Still there. Still there. Clear right.
Clear.
He's doing the right thing. It is a practice anyway. Nice to see the sun is still up. And I don't want to upset anybody in practice, don't want to upset anybody in the race. I'm a bit shy of the...
Incident in Cunningham. We think it might be Andrews.
So I'm a little bit shy of the Toyota these days, the Buttkicker Cup. They tend to have short-sightedness and don't see what's going on in front of them and create real dramas. But anyway. So, good number of entries have set themselves up for this one, which should be fun. I'm still Division 7, which is not great. We've got a rookie in here, Luke, and there's a few names here that I have seen in the past. But it's worthwhile going out and having a qualify. We'll do a qualifying session, see if we can get somewhere in the top 10, I guess, is where I think I want to be. iRating, or iRacing is telling me I should be about P13. If I can get somewhere within that,
Exit's clear. Stay behind the white line. Okay, Trevor, we've got 2 laps to get the job done, mate.
I've never been much good at qualifying, even in the real world. But anyway. Sunset's nice. Or the sunrise, I don't know. Time of the day, just haven't even looked. Really something that doesn't come into my calculations of what I'm going to do. You can't choose the time of day that you races anyway. So we'll just have a little run here and see if we can pick up about a top 10. Somewhere in the top 10 would be nice. I've already got some numbers, my records the other day, and it seems that mark that up. Please stop talking. So I got an off track in lead up to this qualifying session. Not good. Alright, get me bearings. Where am I? I'm here. Okay. I found that in practice, that turn you can take quite comfortably in third gear so long as you get it lined up right, get the apex, but on top of that, make sure you've got heat in the tyres, the tyres are operating at their best. A little bit like this one. Bouncy old racetrack, isn't she? Okay, here we go, we've got to try and concentrate on this one. Don't want any off tracks, don't want to tag any walls, don't want to spin out, don't want to do anything silly. Just want to get somewhere near the top 10 if I can. times come up yet, so obviously everybody's out doing their qualifying run. The other thing I've found with the Buttkicker Cup is that a lot of people don't bother with qualifying. I've been guilty of that in the past as well. Try and survive from the back right way forward, but I've also learned that by doing that, you put yourself amongst some of those that don't have the same race etiquette as you may have, and they seem to be there just to create carnage, and that really hurts when you've been practicing and you try to get everything right, and then lap one they're building up, trying to win the race on the first turn. Not a lot of fun. Anyway, so far so good. Oops. Wrong turn. I actually thought I was here, but that's mucked it up, hasn't it? Oh well. We'll have lap 2 to fix it. The sun's glowing in the horizon. Got to admit the scenery is pretty good when you get a chance to look at it in iRacing. The sim's very, very clever. That's lap 1 done. It's not going to be good.
One more lap.
8th place. You've just done a
Oh well, we're in the top 10.
234.2.
Feel like we're improving ourselves so far. T34 is a bit poor though. Muck that turn up completely, missed the apex, missed the line, everything. T34 is atrocious. Especially when you consider how many times I've driven around this racetrack in just about every race car that's available. Whether it be in practice, time trial sessions or a race. I should know my way around here pretty well. It's always been one of those racetracks that I've never been all that good at, to be honest. Not going so well this time either. Better.
New fastest lap for Garrido, 227.7.
Oh, nearly overdid it. Missed the apex completely.
That's the end of the session. P9.
Oh, come on. And I was going alright too. Oh, well, not to worry. So that was that. We'll stick with it. sRating International Raceway. As I've said in the past, it's not my most favourite racetrack. Been here a lot over the years, but certainly have never had a lot of success here. Did it right in the V8 here, the supercar here, a few years back when they first released it, but certainly, and that was in club type competitions, not in the main game. So we'll see how we go. I think it's a 15-minute race, isn't it, by memory? Yes, it is 15 minutes. And not a bad sort of a field. 1.0k. I've ended up gridding at position 9, and nothing behind me has, or nobody behind me has actually bothered to put in a qualifying time, which is a little disappointing because you just don't know what their plan is. I should say, like most people, the plan is
One to
to...
go, next time right, line up on the left side. The
I don't know what
estimated
happened there.
strength of field
Anyway.
is 1,073. Pit road is closed. Let's go points racing.
Let's go points racing. Yeah, that's a good idea. Participation points, firstly. Sun's starting to set. Going down in the west of wherever we are. No idea. So iRacing thought I should be at 13. I'm at 9. I'm happy with that. And now, of course, we need to survive the run around lap, the warm-up lap, whatever you'll choose to call it. Warm-up lap. We get through that. We've got
The
to
track
survive
temp is
the first lap and the
26.
first
The air
turn.
temp is 25 Celsius. E9.
Interesting that
Follow car number 05 in the left lane.
car 2 has actually qualified in 10th position. So he's obviously had an oopsie somewhere in the 2 qualifying laps. Never do that. Good.
Catch up, 5,
Catch up to car number 05.
I learned again the other day, I did a little bit of research and asked some
We need to catch
long-term
up to car number 05.
iRacers, and they agree with me that the weaving doesn't really do anything to your tyre pressures and your tyre temperatures in the warm-up. So I just wonder whether it'd be worthwhile the powers that be and iRacing put out a little bit of a warning about that to let people know that what you're doing may work in the real world, but it doesn't work in iRacing, so it does create some problems. Anyway, I'm not going to dwell on those sorts of facts at the moment. I'm just going to come around here. So I've been in this sim now since just after it started. I think it's about 13 or 14 years I've been in. 13 maybe under this login. I did have another login earlier and let it fade out and never got back to it. This is an old Hotmail account, so it's going back. So I reckon I was in here right from almost the first couple of months that iRacing established itself, and it was a little bit tacky at times. Anyway, when I rejoined my current membership, which, as I say, it's about 13 years, there's been a lot of changes that we've had to deal with. There's been a lot of cars come, and we've got a few cars that nobody uses anymore. Don't even have races for them anymore, which is a little sad because they were costing us, a few dollars. Purchased them and now we're not able to use them. But I guess in the realm of things, that's how real world goes, doesn't it? You have a car for a while, it becomes outdated, you buy a newie and the old one sits in the shed, or you sell it off to someone. So first lap, yeah, we've had a fairly long warm-up lap there to perhaps put a bit of heat or wear or pressure into the tyres, perhaps into the brakes as well. I did learn that perhaps holding the brake a bit will put some heat in to the brakes, but the weaving does nothing. Now, it'd be really good if somebody in iRacing would confirm that.
About to go green, stay focused.
And I heard another fellow discussing it the other day, and he's streaming recordings from out
Okay,
of the
Trevor,
US.
get ready. Go.
He was saying exactly the same, that all the weaving is,
15 minutes left.
well, interesting, but it causes more problems than it's worth.
Right side. Still there. Hold your line.
Blinker.
On the left.
Don't
Hold your
like
line.
blinkers.
Clear right.
I'll let the blue car go through.
On your right. Clear right.
He came from way out the back, waited for the green, and then buzzed through the middle of everybody, which is one of my pet hates, and that's something that iRacing could do something about. If you're not close enough, if you're not within a car length of the car in front at the start, you shouldn't be allowed to start. You should be...
Go right.
On your right. Hold your line. Still there.
Pinky stripe
Clear
car
right.
really caused some problems there. As I was saying, if you're not within a car length at the start, you shouldn't be permitted to start. You should be disqualified. That would stop the problems of those holding back, not qualifying, holding back and then getting that fling shot into the first turn.
There's an incident in Gen Debian. It looks like Garrido.
The guys all over the
Car on the
racetrack.
left. The leader's gone
There's an
off.
incident in Le Mans. Looks like it's Garrido.
Go right. The next car's the leader.
The next car's not the leader. Anyway,
Car right.
must
Clear
have a
right.
slow down,
On the
haven't
right.
they? Must have. So, the iRacing gods do look down on us fairly well at the moment, and
P10.
survived the first lap.
Car right. Clear right.
Trying to pull out, not hit him. Managed to do so. That was nerve-wracking. Just didn't want to hit him, that's all, so I was trying to pull back out of it. Okay, concentration time.
There's an incident in Cunningham. We think it might be Davis.
Better keep the momentum up, keep the apexes in mind. Unlike that, that's not the way to do it. The 4 looks pretty quick out of there. Look, I'm not going to argue with him too much.
Okay, Trevor, 10 minutes to go. That's 10 minutes left. The leader has just done a 2:29.4.
Got to muck that up completely. Ended up
10th
back
position.
second. I don't know why or how. Back in 10th. Whoa.
The gap to Dominguez behind is now 0.5. Okay, Trevor, hold your nerve, just keep it smooth, no mistakes.
Well, that's the whole plan. It's holding the nerve that's the interesting thing here. Ah!
You'll have to slow down and give up the time game.
You need to slow down a bit if you don't want a penalty.
Right side. Clear right.
The guy in front is Seal.
I know, he seems
That's
hell
half
bent on
distance,
coming
the
out
fuel's
here
okay.
instead of going through on the
The
inside.
leader's just done a 2:29.0. That's a new fastest lap for Ross, 2:28.5.
I don't know where he's gone. He gave me a touch on the bus. Oh, there he is. Okay. Now he's coming back again.
Fastest lap for
I need these
Garrido,
three in front to get
2:28.3.
caught up in a fight and a battle.
Car right. Clear right.
We're going to send it.
Come on, Trevor. Don't panic. We'll get him back.
Oh, I'm not panicking. I never panic. When it comes down to it, it's the race I'm doing, whether I can say that I've been in here and competed on competition points, or on the fact that I was here each and every race of the season.
The gap to Dominguez ahead is increasing. It's now 1.0.
That was going to happen.
Car right. Hold your line. clear right.
Clear.
Well, Diego's trying darndest to
5 minutes remaining, 5 minutes left.
lock everybody that he
The
could.
leader has just done a 228.6.
The gap is 1.5 seconds.
New fastest lap for Andrews, 227.9.
Car in E12, just at the fastest lap.
There he's gone.
27.872.
Need these two in front to get caught up in a battle now.
Sorry, Matt. Sorry. Kelly.
The guy's one with that guy, but
Behind
he's
is
out
now
of control
0.7.
most of the time. And you just feel he's going to do something stupid when he gets a chance. Stupid thing bounces around like a pogo stick. Better. Not great, but better. Alright, so 5 and 12 are in battle now. That should give you a little bit of a chance to catch.
The leader's just
4
done a
and
227.7.
227, man, I can't even wish to get somewhere near those sorts of times.
27.02.
Your last lap time was at 231.4. Sector 1 is
Can't help
0.6
thinking
off the pace.
something's going to happen
Just
with
2
these
minutes
three in
left, 2
front.
minutes to go. Incident in turn 5. It looks like Smith. Yellow flag, keep your wits about you, mate. That's a new fastest lap for Garrido, 227.5.
Just at the fastest lap. 27.5.
Now we've got car 12 high speed coming at us. Oh yeah, he's a diver.
Car left. Hold your line.
Hold your line.
Clear left.
Clear.
Left side. Clear left.
Clear.
Clear right.
Clear.
Right side. Hold your line.
Hold your line.
Clear right.
Clear.
That's half fuel. You've used half your fuel.
On your right. Clear right. On your right. Clear right.
Trying to give him room.
On your right. Clear right.
Clear on the right.
Keep pushing, we might
Damn
get
him.
it back.
I just wanted to give him room and just wandered off. I didn't want to hit him. I didn't want to run off either. And so now we got Mr. Wobbly behind us again.
11. One more lap to go.
Wow, that was a horrible trick. Well done, Matthew.
Come on, Trevor. Keep pushing. We might get him back. New fastest lap for Garrido, 226.8.
I've seen some pretty nasty little tricks over the years, but that takes the cake. Turn down on somebody like that. Anyway, luckily we didn't pick up any more incident points, but we did lose a lot. So Mr. Wobbly. So I've seen some pretty terrible decisions by people. Like, he didn't need to turn down that tight. I would have given him plenty of room. Anyway, we'll have a look at the replay at the end of it all and see whether I was perhaps in a position I shouldn't have been. Rattled me a little bit that. Got to settle back down. We're on our last lap anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Don't want any more off track. We've got one.
Frudenberg is leading the race.
Sounds like a cake, doesn't it?
There's an incident in turn 1. It looks like it's Frudenberg.
Not to worry. We survived it with 1x, but we're going to lose.
There we go, it's
around
over.
about
Bring it back
20
round.
iRacing.
Bring it back to the pits, we're going.
And I'm happy with it in a way. I wasn't happy with the way that Red Bull driver turned down on top of me, but no, it takes all kinds. As I say, it didn't cost me incident point. I was very lucky there that I wasn't into the wall. And maybe I didn't leave him enough room. I don't know, I thought I was. Just got to remember that this is a sim and not real life. Finish, looks like P12 or thereabouts. I've learned also last week that you're better off going on around the racetrack a little further, let the timer run out, but most importantly, stay well away from those that are finishing, because some just don't realise or don't care that safety rating is still being counted up until when the timer finishes. And so they run into you, or they stop in front of you and you run into them, and it does actually cost you safety rating, and that's not fair. And I don't think that should be correct, but that's how it is. But all in all, it's a better finish and a better race than I expected it to be. A little sad that I didn't pick up iRating that I expected I would. But I may, if I'm lucky, with just one incident point, pick up some safety rating, which will help boost me up to that 4.3, 4.5 that I'm looking for. call it that may be my only Buttkicker race for this week. I just find myself very nervous getting into the Toyota.
Pit lane speed limit is 72 kilometers per hour.
A couple of funnies in there, but we survived it
Pit box
okay.
in 10.
Oh, we don't worry about the pit box. Let's pull up here and see what the carnage may have been, if any. I didn't see a lot of complaining going on, so let's get the start going first. Here we go. I sort of missed the start a little bit, but didn't worry me too much. This is the guy, I think it's the 11, is it? 77, whichever way, I think it's the 11. The blue car anyway. He's the one that started way behind and went for the slingshot. So that's fine, we'll just let it all unfold. Managed to sneak up there as well, stay out of trouble. I was surprised it wasn't a touch in here, but we managed to stay out of that trouble as well. So no dramas in the opening 2 turns, so happy with that. Now, this is the guy that causes the angst. He's put himself out early. But he was very quick. And not very nice about it as well. And it goes around in a big circle. Oh, terrible rejoin. Shocking rejoin. In fact, the worst rejoin I've seen for a week. Trouble. Rudo's been around. So not a lot of incidences here to speak about. Touch there, but all is good. That's just coming off the curbing and out of control. Jamie would be a little bit upset about that. Freudenberg. So, an incident-free race here. He could have pulled out of it if he really chose to. Touching the wall. That happens more often than not. Can be a touch of the wall. Yep. Martin going in, and that's it. So that was the incidences. Or would that be incident? I'm not sure. Let's jump out, shall we? And have a look at the results. Then it's not as good as I thought it would be with the safety rating up 0.07, down 32 on iRating, which was my aim was to try and pick up some iRating, but with that incident and being a little bit off the pace, in fact a lot off the pace, it wasn't so good. But anyway, we did start in P9, we finished P12, so yeah, we don't deserve to pick up any iRating. I think we deserve a better safety rating though. But anyway, it was the bottom again. The bottom split of 3, 1073 was the strength of field. So there it is. Anyway, we won't be filing any protests. We won't be having much to say. Interesting that once again the cream rose to the top, all the A-class licenses with the high numbers at the top and the rest of us learning how it all works behind. All in all, it wasn't a bad sort of a race. Look, if you've liked what you see, if you've got some comments about that incident, love to hear from you. And I guess like, subscribe and leave a comment. Thank you very much. See you in the next one.